Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Alright, hey guys and gals, welcome back to Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. This is Dervell, Mad Ferret Studios. Working our way through the frozen caves to Fort Jericho. And I've completely forgot how to get there. Okay, so go out the way we came into the cave, and yeah, I worked a little bit off air to get some of the gear upgraded. Oddly enough, this is one of the first RPGs I've played where the clothes you get, or it's like the basic equipment you get, as long as you keep it upgraded, does more damage than some of the stuff you find. With the exception of this, this, if you find Fool... Oh god, I'm trying to remember my Gaelic. Fool 4? Close enough. That one does better than Red's initial Bane rings. I'm not doing that. So hopefully everything hits a little harder and keeps Red going a little longer. Oh, that was a hit. I really have to get around the corner to hit that. Well, that was dumb. So with Assassin's Creed, you could just run off of that and go off into the trees. So we're kind of going the right way. So I've started editing a lot of the older videos, and I did notice I was taking a slightly anti-Christian rant through most of these episodes, and I will say I kind of apologize, but you guys did start it. The Christians, not you guys. We were perfectly fine until you all just started to try to burn us all out. For religion, what?
Standing by.
Go away. Okay, you're not gonna go away.
I'm here, damn it.
where I was so rudely interrupted. For a religion that preaches peace, love, and harmony, y'all tend to like yelling and killing at each other. There's another 5 subscribers. I just...
A peaceful place. In different times.
Before the nightmare's influence, you mean?
Let's reach the fort and a fire and warm you up.
I wonder what the age difference is between the two. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, nothing wrong with falling in love with an older woman. Yeah, Boudica's 7 years older than I am.
Who's that?
Yes. Something's here.
Something's concealed.
It's gunfire.
Trouble ahead.
I think we need to help out
Specters
soldiers.
are attacking the fort.
Seek no ground! Hold fire! That fellow's not dead! Who is that? Shepherd, I said hold your fire!
Whoa! Oh, wrong buttons. Whoa.
Corpse is gonna... I'm right here. I can help.
Why am I stuck in the corner?
You're done.
Hold there! None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Name's Red McCraith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
Name's Andrew White. And you seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate. Folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
That's a long-winded way of just saying piss off, you're not allowed in.
Pennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does. But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost. It looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have specter troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort, then deal with the missing.
How holds the fort?
How holds the fort? Precariously, that's how. Our strength dwindles, and we'll soon run out of powder. Priest took Williams and that other fella, and off they went, scavenging for supplies. They've not yet returned.
It's dangerous out there. The scavenger may easily become the carrion.
Right. I'll likely be back.
Find our friends, Banisher. Or put them to rest.
I'll try. As soon as I take care of the specter's nest, I'll go looking for the outpost.
Death knocks at their gates. No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow in the snow.
I wonder if there's a gun in the game that has multiple barrels or something where you can have more than one shot. Doubt it, but
More
maybe.
coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys.
Oh,
Away with you!
take that.
Get out of there!
I don't know why I just sat there and let him shoot me.
Get lost, won't you? Specters. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere.
In there.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Try this on for size.
Look out! That's it. That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
How do I get up there? left Scotland not to do any more back-breaking labour. Oh, more witchstone. Okay, so that cart was just to get up there. Okay. Even the rats are leaving.
I should buy the fort a little time.
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Priest.
Wait a minute. If they're ghosts, why would a wooden door or any kind of physical barrier stop them? Oh, that was it. Oh well, back into the fort.
Stuck.
Looks like you're walking.
Looks like.
Why is that even an optional objective then? I mean, it wasn't a wasted trip. There's at least supplies here.
I wonder how many there are in the fort.
Fewer by the day, I'll wager. Still, better to be inside than out.
Think you could take on a ghost?
can't get into this one.
It's on you.
There's a hand.
The mountain is awash with specters.
Did the foraging party really come this way?
That would explain why they haven't returned.
Fervent devotion ring. Ooh, no, hell no. Damage taken by Antea is reduced, but damage taken by Red is increased. Fuck that, who takes that trade-off? Antea dies or defeated. You just have to switch back to Red. Red goes down, you gotta start the whole fucking level over.
I feel something close.
This part is kind of reminding me of like the Revenant or the Grey. Frozen waterfall, maybe? Oh, Wolf Den, there we go.
I'm here, damn it.
Sit down.
I like the snow effects in this game. Kind of like the rain effects in another level. As you sit here, you slowly get more and more covered with snow.
Something's here.
Hidden.
Hmm.
Help us, please. We have a survivor. Come.
A man or a ghost? I couldn't tell because of the echo. Whatever you do, don't look down. Nice touch, flag of the British colonies before they went to the Union Jack.
This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way.
What's that in the distance? I didn't think New Eden was that big of a town to have this much infrastructure around it. Or at least it didn't look that big when we were in there. Oh, maybe not. Well, yeah, it is around Boston, so... So just shipping manifest. Pounds of what? Well, I guess whatever they're mining, farming, whatever up
Looks
here.
like they were taken by surprise.
If there's a survivor, they're not here. We push on.
Just wanted to make sure it worked.
Away with you!
There's another one around here somewhere. Guess won't take any damage until...
Did we miss a few?
Oh.
Hurry! She's being overrun! Come on!
Oh, that was a creepy sound.
This is not how I die! Come closer if you dare! Go back to the hole from whence you crawled!
Why this would be so much faster if I didn't want to stop every 5 seconds to pick something up? Whoa! Whoa!
My boat is shot!
Behind you!
Oh, that sounds big. The fuck is that? Oh, that's the thing from the swamp. We didn't know what the hell it was.
Don't let it crush you.
I wasn't planning on it.
Try this on for size. Reinforcements!
I can.
Take that, fat boy.
I'm fine. Stop fussing.
I want more worry about you, dude. Dead? Is it dead-ish again? Can't talk to you if I can't. There we go.
A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back.
Aww.
It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
7 years. Why come back now?
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back. Now, when I need him most.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command won't match it.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and we'll persist till we prevail.
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
So there's some kind of ghost, but we don't know what yet.
I'm afraid I locked us in when I broke the latch.
If there's a way out, we'll find it.
Lock looks broken. I doubt that gate will ever open again.
Why is she glowing like that?
Make you angry.
Another dead end.
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's all her. I'm just the help.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
I can imagine there'd be quite a few ghosts you'd have to banish after a big battle.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end.
Ugh, bugger me, it's cold.
You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the specter's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. White! Open the gates!
Priest! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
You let me in now? Oh,
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. I'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's
Bathsheba.
General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McCraith, and pleased to meet you.
Oh, please get the comb.
Not you two.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
Ooh. Manifestation damage is increased by 100, but cooldowns are increased by 100. Maybe. I may come back for that after it's at a discount, or at least on my way back. Nothing to buy.
I must take my leave.
Thank you for...
No Ferdinando here.
Regarding archives, whichever records, reports, or other documents were transported from New Eden are now locked upstairs in the armory. Can I have access to the armory?
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit.
What?
Welcome to the last stand, McWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Oh, not with that attitude.
You must at least try.
We lack much, yet we are still alive. How is that, do you think? We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
Didn't really learn much from that conversation.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Helen worries me. Sebastian's return has lit a fuse.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
And the day before, I'll take you to the highest cliff and push you off it.
Damn.
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McCraith, a banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home. John Rumble.
Are you a married man, John?
Aye, to Abigail. I count myself lucky. Are you married yourself, Mr. McCraith?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Aye. Our feelings exactly. We were happy. Why ruin it and live to regret it?
Regret? Oh, I've no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
You just talked about pushing her off a cliff after she poisoned your soup.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God.
A store. Ferdinando's?
closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking.
Herewith remarked and confirmed that ownership of the store heretofore known as the property of Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave now passes entirely and without encumbrance to Fernando Miller. Did he kill her to take ownership?
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep her away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Need to go up and around.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him? Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy.
Sending a lot of luggage and furniture. And all of her... He's selling all of her stuff.
He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Last will and testament I, Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave, bequeath to Fernando Miller in the eventuality of my death my entire estate. Yeah, he killed her and sold all of her stuff.
Rebecca's will. She was rich. And she left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A Banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a Banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a Banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales. To the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
Stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Oh, you got fuck all.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet, none of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
I'm about to look up what a Nikishi is. I'm not exactly sure where that's from. I need to find her stuff.
Farewell to you, Mr.
You know where to find me.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Is he wiping the slate clean and moving on?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
A note?
Let's see.
Receive the things you owed me. They're good. I thought you a liar. It seems you're not. Rebecca's slave was not satisfied with his deed. His dead mistress's fortune. By Pennington's order, he's a free man now and a merchant to boot. Anyway, we quit, you and I, until next we shuffle cards. I'll fleece you once more.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Banisher?
Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right? May I have a look?
You may, yes. Though I doubt they'd be much use to you. Unless you've got a knack for art. Mr. Miller mostly sold me paintings. You can't miss them, they're the only ones I have.
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your visit. Do come again.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
Well, I wanted to be thorough.
I sense the vivid echo of a ghost's memory. The quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Let's see what Fernando has to say.
Enough, John. I'll not listen to another moment of your ranting.
'Tis no rant, woman. Pennington's battle is young, and we're all sorry.
The captain's a...
Banisher?
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again.
When you faked your feelings for Mistress Argrave, you gained much more than freedom. Rebecca made you rich.
As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fardy Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fardy. For everything.
You may go.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
If you wanted, I could have banished you. But I didn't. Because you didn't really do anything. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I don't know if I could have wrapped my head around banishing him. Yeah, he was duplicitous, but I mean, is that really a mortal capital offense? Key to the military arsenal. Where's that at?
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Fucking Bibles everywhere. Right, I'm gonna see if I can find the military arsenal. I want to see if there's like a gun hidden in there or something. So upstairs and around the corner. Okay, I think I know how to get in there now. that a Fallout reference? War never changes. Legacy cache. There we go. Spiritual ward. Ooh, that's a... Kinda wish there was a gun in there. Alright, guys and gals, I'm gonna end the episode here. It's running a little long. So next week we'll clear out whatever's going wrong with the fort and figure out why. I think the two characters that are the leaders, I think they're father and daughter. I think that's why she was staring at the painting like that. Or Antea was staring at the painting like that. So with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and see everyone next week on Banishers. Peace out.